Adobe Animate, a fun program that animators have used for years and suffered with it for years. Today, I'll be showing you the basics on how to get started and make something fun together. Let's go! Adobe Animate is the modern-day shiny version of Flash 8. People use it for YouTube videos, animations, cartoons, web animation, games, and traditional frame-by-frame animation. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through the basics of Animate so you can just jump in and get started. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more. And check my library. I have some fun videos for you guys to look at. Also, there will be timestamps in this video as to where and when things will happen, so feel free to skip around. Okay, first off, if you don't have Adobe Animate, you can download a free trial at adobe.com. I left a link in the description below so you can follow along. When you start your free trial, you do have to make an account, so just be wary of that. Okay, on to the next part. After you made an account and downloaded the program, it's time to jump in. You can start a new file by clicking this blue button right here on the left-hand side that says New File, and a window will pop up showing you different sizes. It also goes over social, games, education, ads, web, blah, 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 but we don't care about that. We don't care about that. We want to focus on character animation, and there are other options, like I said, but ignore it. We're going to select 1920 by 1080, and you could change the width and the height here, and you could change the frame rate. I'm going to change it to 24 frames per second, and then click Create. I said click Create. And before we even start, make sure to go to File here and save your project. Ultimately, right here at the tab, that is the label of your file, and you want to label it something reasonable. So File, Save As, and just name it Test or something, and then go from there. If you saw my last video, Adobe Animate and Flash 8 are very similar, but the placement of some things are different. So on the left, just like in Flash 8. I'm leaving that in. We got our tools on the left-hand side here. If you hover over them, it will tell you what these tools are. Or you can, if you hold this, it'll be advanced. There's like a little triangle here that shows you other advanced tools with it. And you have your paint bucket, your hand move tool to move around the canvas. I want to go back to brush. Your lassos. I'm just doing it all out of order. And my favorite, the fill color, or you could use this to paint, draw color, and use your paint bucket. So I'm gonna just select a purple. I like purple. You can start drawing directly on the canvas. You can use your drawing tablet if you have one of those at home, or you can just use your mouse. I'm not joking. So many Flash cartoons back in the day were just done with a mouse. So there you have it. You can zoom in with Control plus. So if you hold down Control and then plus, you could zoom in. If you press Control minus, you'll zoom out. Now below is our most important part, is the timeline here, right here, where you will be drawing. If you notice, there's these little squares here. When the squares are blank, there's no drawings. If there's a square highlighted, there's a drawing in it. You can zoom in on these little tiny squares right here on the right-hand side. This is your resize timeline. So I'd like to just see this a little bit bigger so you guys can get a better grasp on what I'm drawing here. And you can click on the next frame. If you're on PC or I believe a Mac, if you press F5, it'll extend the frame. Right? If you press F6, it'll add a keyframe. You can delete the frames as well if you don't want it to go further. And then right over here above it, if you have issues with the F5, F6, you can go here and it'll say insert a keyframe. So now I'm inserting a keyframe. You can insert a blank keyframe. Now let's just say I draw in here again. right? I got that keyframe. And then I can add a blank one so it won't repeat. And then I can draw another segment here and extend it manually. And then it can do insert auto key if you'd like, or this little minus here removes a frame. So I can go back and remove a frame as needed. But yeah, it's the fun part. Oh, and don't forget about the best tool of all, the onion skin. Where are you, my beloved onion skin? Onion skin, where are you? There you are, my beloved onion skin. Yes. And you can adjust how far your onion skin can go. You can do one before and it'll move with it. Or you can even extend it as far as you have drawings. So there's also that. You can now just start animating. So let's just make a quick animation. Oh, before I do that, your layers. You could have your layers here. Click that new layer. You can have as many layers as you want. If you double click on the name layer, it will change the name. But make sure you don't put something like ball up in a tree. It will be mad at you because you can't have special characters are not permitted in the layer name. The name has been changed to conform with the requirement. So it'll add an underscore in it. You can't add something crazy. So yeah. So now I'm gonna just delete that and that and that. I'm gonna just draw a cool, I'm gonna zoom in with Control Plus, move down. Oh, and draw my little guy, right? And remember in Flash 8, if you saw my tutorial, there's a little, on the right hand side here, there's a library. Your library keeps track of the drawings that you've made. Now, it's not showing my drawing right now, and I'll tell you why. Mostly because it is not a GIF or a movie clip. So let's just say I select my drawing, and if I press F8, you have a choice between a movie clip or a graphic. I'm going to select graphic for now, and I'm going to do face talk. Now it'll show up here on the right hand side in the library. If I double click on it, you have another animation window that you can animate in. So I'm going to quickly animate something. And now we play it back. All right, now let's go back to our scene. If you double click in, you're in a different layer. So let's go back to our scene. And now we can scrub through and it should play, but it's only playing a part of it. No worries, just increase the frame rate until it works, okay? With this, having it as a graphic, I can actually keyframe it. I'm gonna zoom out. I'm gonna move him over here. And then I'm gonna have him end up over here. Oh, wait, sorry. I have to keyframe it. Add a keyframe right. Insert keyframe right there. I'm going to move them over here. And then if I right click on it, I can create a motion tween. Let's see if it works. Oh, it didn't. I could create a classic motion tween. Let's see if that worked. There we go. So now I can move him within the animation. Boop, boop, and you can loop it. See right here, it says loop animation. Be careful when you do the loop. You have to grab this blue ribbon, and now I'll play it back. Boop, boop, boop. Cool. So there's an advantage. So suppose you want to have like rain or a crowd of people. This, making it a symbol, would work. Now, if I were to make a movie clip, make sure you figure out what you're selecting. Make sure you also pay attention to the graphic. I'm going to make this movie clip. And if I were to double click into here, and what I'm going to do is just move them around in each frame, like how we did before. I'm going to move them over here. I'm going to leave that onion skin on so I know what the heck I'm doing. Make him swirl a bit. So it looks like he's rocking and rolling around, right? So if I were to go back to the main scene and play it back, if you press Control Enter, it should play it back. It will only preview in the preview window, but if I were to do it here, he's still stagnant. He's not moving. But yeah, this is what these two elements are very powerful and important. And remember to save your work. They're powerful, important, and they can help you on a very tricky scene that you might have. Now, if you want to just turn these animations off and not show in a preview, click the layer, right-click, click Guide on all of these. If I were to press Command Enter or right here on the right-hand side play, they won't show up. And this way you don't have to delete anything. Overall, I suggest that when you start Adobe Animate, just work on some frame-by-frame animation. It's easy to do. You don't have to worry about where things go. And you can work on your skills. And this is a fun, effective, cheaper software out there. It was going to be canceled, which is a shame. And it's revolutionized the animation industry. It may not be the best software now, but you still got to give credit where credit is due. I think Adobe Animate is still a fun, accessible, reasonable program to have. Ooh, before I forget, you can import your audio as well. If you have audio that you want to add to your little animation here, you can import MP3s, unlike Flash 8. So what you're going to do, download the sound that you want, drag and drop it into the library, the Roblox Sounds Classic, and then drag and drop it into the scene. And as you can see here, it's playing. Now, you have to make sure that you extend don't move the audio over the your image. Put it under it just in case. So I'm putting it under. Cool. If it doesn't play, because sometimes Adobe Animate does that, if it doesn't play, you got to go to Properties here on the right-hand side and make sure it's set to stream. Sometimes it'll be set during an event, and it does this because Adobe Animate used to be for web development. So now I can keyframe him saying oof. Now he's just getting hit with that ball. All right. Isn't that fun? All right, guys. So to wrap it all up, start simple with frame by frame animation, like how I was doing. Like maybe doing a ball bounce, an eye blink, a walk cycle, or a talking character like how I just did. Remember, save your work. Adobe Animate crashes a lot. This is why people get mad, but you got to do it. Make sure to pick an animation book up like Richard Williams' animation or the Animation Bible so you can learn way more about timing and spacing and maybe watch some more YouTube tutorials. Want to learn more about animation software that's free? Check out this link here. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!